solid, dude.
Hell yeah. What's up, everybody? We're here on the Slow Roll. I'm your host, Matt Pennington. We're joined by our first guest ever today, Mr. Matt Brown.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
I'm also Matt.
Oh my God, it's two Matts. What are you guys gonna do? This is too many Matts. Oh my
Mhm.
God, that's too many ways to use two.
Whoa. How many? That was 222. That was the. Now we're getting into angel numbers.
Flatbush Zombies. ASAP Mob.
I remember when Flatbush Zombies came out. It was so sick, and then within like a year, it was like, oh no, these guys are fucking nerds.
Took me a couple of years.
What was the?
Took me a couple of years.
They all had like zombie names too, right? Or, like,
Michi Darko.
oh yeah. The
Zombie Juice and
zombie juice. That's what I was thinking.
and
of.
Eric the Architect.
Eric the Architect, I think, was like the best out of the three. He's good.
So Juice and Meech were like the personality. They like took all the acid and did all the crazy shit.
I'm a crazy guy. Won't come outside. If I'm outside when you're outside, I'm gonna eat you. I'm a bad zombie man.
I crack your fucking head and use it as a bowl for cereal. I'm so cereal. Ted Bundy, give me money.
Okay, that was a really good impression. Though. Have you practiced that?
No, I just
Oh.
used to listen to him all the time. I mean, practice kinda, sure, but I used to do it in the car. My friends would be like, "Yo, what? Stop!"
Yeah, the
Like,
10 buddy, give me money. That was like
Yeah.
on point, dude.
Sunday Sam, Jeffrey Dahmer with two llamas.
You better send this to fucking
Meech.
Yeah, let him know.
Dude, I love Meech. Meech is like, for how crazy his voice, he's so inspired by Biggie, but he's Biggie if he smoked a pack of Marlboro Red 100s every day.
Yeah, instead of Newports.
Yeah, because there's no, and I say that specifically because Meech posted a video at one point. It was so funny. He's doing one-handed push-ups, smoking a cigarette, and he's just like, "None of y'all motherfuckers are on this."
That's pretty sick.
He's just DMX on acid.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he's just so
that's a-
wild, massive. He loves WWE. Like,
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
He is DMX on acid.
yeah, he's crazy.
Instead of crack.
Yeah, he's like, but then Eric was the producer.
Mm-hmm.
He just smoked weed. So he was the most like, he was like the Kanye of the group, kind of, where like
Right.
he could rap, but his production, like all the crazy production value of that was Eric.
Yeah.
You'd like all the weird, like, like the weird laughs and
Yeah.
like good beats and whatnot.
Yeah, Palm Trees. That song's still fucking sick, dude.
Yeah. They have a lot
So
of
much grams.
unzip the
The
bag. This is gonna be an hour of me doing Meech. Oh no, I'm Matt Soder.
Dude, you go on stage tonight, you can't stop. You guys like abortion?
I'm just doing Tyler the Creator lyrics in a Meechy Darko voice.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck a pregnant bitch till we have a threesome. Give me some.
Dude, oh, Tyler Creator, another guy.
He's the man.
He the amount of different types of music that he can make, and it's all good.
It's
crazy.
all good.
It's crazy.
It's all good. Like
Crazy.
you can like cry to Igor, and there's like one or two songs that are crazy.
And also, like, is he really gay? Because remember, he was like, "No, I'm gay. That's why I can say faggot."
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, really or no?
Nah, he is.
He's got to be gay.
He is, because he has like some of the coolest lines about being gay.
Yeah.
That are like, damn, this makes being gay sound cool.
Yeah,
he has a line.
The Funk Flex freestyle. That
So
shit.
funny. He has a line in Sorry Not Sorry. He says, "Sorry to the women who I lied to, but you didn't need to know if I was by the lake switching tides too.
Mhm.
Damn, I don't want to talk."
Yeah.
You're like, damn, bro, it's not their problem.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Sorry, I said I was going out with the boys, but I was really sucking dick by the lake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He did go out with the boys. He also has a line in the song Smuckers before he came out of the closet where he goes, "I'm a liar, I'm a faggot." And then Lil Wayne goes, "Son, you need Jesus." It's so fucking funny. Demonetized.
Yeah, that'd be a great name for an album.
I'm a liar.
I'm a liar and a faggot.
Mateo Lane.
Now it's demonetized. You put a face to the orientation.
I put a mustache to a name.
Dude, oh.
Nah, Mateo's hilarious. All respect. Mateo's a funny dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know? There's a lot in that.
Mm-hmm. I think, I don't like,
We're not going to get on here and just
yeah,
bash
I mean,
people
like,
that are bigger than us.
Yes, he is funny. I thought he was way funnier before he got popular, but, that's what happens. That's what happens.
That's a lot of people, though, too.
Yeah, that's why I'm never going to get popular.
Right, dude. How else are you going to stay funny?
Mm-hmm. You're going
You
to stay
can't-
under the radar, bro.
Dude, once you have the bias of fans
Mm-hmm.
that think that you're right, all you can do is get clouded.
Yeah.
Unless you truly hate yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to just be the Michael McDonald of comedy, dude. I'm just in the background. Oh, you hear me. You don't know who it is. You're like, I know that voice, but
Who's Michael
who is
McDonald?
it? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But who is he?
He's the guy that ruined the Doobie Brothers. So Michael McDonald was like, he's like one of those white guys with a black voice. So like he came into the Doobie Brothers had like 3 or 4 albums, and then the first album he was on with them was the one that had What a Fool Believes. And it, like that like changed the sound of the Doobie Brothers. So like Doobie Brothers fans are like, fuck Michael McDonald. And then he went off and did his own thing. Like he did like the song that Regulators by Warren G samples is called I Keep Forgetting. It's a Michael McDonald song. And then he's also just like in the like he does like there was like an SNL sketch about him where it's just like he just walks into the studio, sings his thing, and then leaves, because that's like all he was like the first like ad lib rock guy.
Yeah.
So he's in like a lot of Steely Dan songs, like
I had a feeling that Steely Dan was coming up in like T-40.
Yeah, dude, I love Steely Dan. And he's also like Christopher Cross. You
I've
know
been
that
recently getting into Steely Dan.
Dude, people hate on Steely Dan, but they fucking rule, bro.
That's what it like. For so long, I was like, yeah, Steely Dan sucks for sure. I also used to think Queen sucked.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's because my dad was like, it's funny to like The Who, but think Queen's gay.
Yeah. They're almost the same guy.
They're almost like one of them just doesn't openly suck dick.
Yeah.
But like they do. Tommy, can you hear me?
The whole rock opera thing is
That's
like the gayest phase.
That's
like,
gay.
That's what I think that was the beginning of the downfall.
But like,
of rock.
who's next? Oh, rock opera, like too many ballads.
Yeah.
The 74.
Yeah, who's next?
74 and on is when rock got.
Quadrophenia, sick fucking album.
Quadrophenia? Is that a Who
that's
album?
the Who album. That's one of the Who albums that has like what's the fucking song on that? It's got not Eminence Front. It's got whatever. It's got some good songs on it. Listen to Quadrophenia. It's probably my favorite one.
Yeah. Who's Next is probably mine.
Who's Next rules too.
Yeah. That was the one that I grew up, but I like grew up on Behind Blue Eyes. We Won't Get Fooled Again. But then like when I got older, if I went back, find like Getting in Tune, different shit like that. And you're just like, oh fuck, these albums go so deep. There's a reason these guys are the best.
Wait, now I need to look it up. I can't, it's gonna fuck me up if I don't look up what the but like also like
Back to Michael McDonald.
Led Zeppelin, they had like The Song Remains the Same, which was like a it was like their version of like a whatchamacallit, a rock opera, but that was pretty gay. The only band that like nailed it was Pink Floyd, you know?
Oh, The Wall.
The Wall.
Yeah.
And there's tits in that too, which is so
I mean,
sick.
like, dude, elevates all stock value.
Oh, it's got Love Rain Over Me. That that's a banger. But my favorite one off that's 5:15.
5:15.
Yeah, it's about being high on a train.
Oh, nice.
Just staring at people.
Hell yeah.
So relatable.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, you've done some. You ever end up on a bus alone? Like a long bus ride? One time,
a mega bus?
Yeah, I was
No.
coming from Richmond to D.C., and I ended up on a mega bus alone. It was like a 3-hour mega bus.
That's ominous.
Got bored and cranked one.
In your seat, or did you go to the bathroom?
I got as close as I could in the seat, and then went to the bathroom.
You're just like facing the window.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like every couple seconds looking up to make sure he's not looking. Then I'm like, well, don't catch a beat off his eye contact.
That would be amazing.
If you were, That's like not bug chasing, but it's close.
Yeah, he pulls the bus over. He makes eye contact with you.
Just comes back off the side of the highway. Everybody's like, "Why is that bus pulled over?"
Lights are still on. You guys are just butt fucking viciously in the megabus.
That's a good porn. Dude, as a man who's never really watched porn, I should start making them.
Don't
Because
lie. I never really watched porn.
Swear to God.
Okay.
Swear to God.
All
The
right.
most porn that
Yeah, me either.
The most porn that I've ever actually watched to jerk off to was like girls fingering themselves.
That's a good one. I like those ones.
I like that because it's just like, oh, that's a hot girl.
Mm-hmm.
I just like to see a hot girl and be like,
You're not
wet
watching.
pussy.
You're not watching compilations and stuff.
Nah, dude.
You don't want to see like a
only time
hard cut.
The only time I ever actually watched a porn was my buddy said I was trying to jerk off to this, and then the guy reminded me of you, so I had to turn it off. The dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Like
It's like
the
his
dialogue.
dick looked just
And
like yours.
No, the guy had a Jufro, and it was like the guy was living in his ex's house, but his new girlfriend was there, and his ex was like, "Do the laundry." He's like, "What?" And he was like, the way that he said "what," he was like, "That's how you would react." He was like, "I couldn't watch it," so I watched it to be like, "What is like?" It did the dialogue. I was like, I wonder if it was all the way through, and then I skipped to see different parts. And
Did she end up getting stuck in the washer?
No, he ends up going to do the laundry, and the two girls end up fucking in the kitchen.
And then he comes back.
And then he comes back and they stop.
And
And then he's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Nothing."
Dude,
It's like a 48-minute porn. He ends up going up into the bed, and
Yeah, I
they
love
end
a
up
good
hooking up in
story.
the bedroom. He goes in. They start blowing him. They kick him out. And then a UPS man shows up. They blow him, kick him out.
well, that's you give him a tip.
Yeah. And
I
then
like the sound of this porn. You guys sent me the link. It sounds like a good
it's somewhere
movie.
in my text.
Do you remember the first porn you ever watched, or is that the first porn you ever watched?
Those the first actual, and I didn't jerk off to it. I literally watched it just to be like, "Is this like me?"
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
like sat around with your bros and watched porn, and then like took turns going to the bathroom
I
and jerking
didn't
off.
really have friends.
Okay.
I didn't end up at those sleepovers. By the time I ended up at sleepovers, it was weed.
Okay.
So then, like, it was like, let's get as high as possible and watch like the Amazing Racist.
Okay.
Like that, we were already on that. We were Xbox kids, so we were already exchanging the worst videos the internet had.
Yeah.
Everybody was beating off in
Yeah.
silent, then coming back to play Call of Duty. It was less of a shared experience
I got you.
between my friend group,
I
and
had-
I just didn't. I attribute it to Adderall or something. But like I would come home still so fucked up from Adderall, then I would just be like, play Xbox till I passed
I
out.
don't
I never
even have a
thought
dick.
about it. Yeah, I didn't.
I don't have a dick. I have a gold G36C.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You want to watch me 360 no scope?
Yeah, my LS whatever the fuck sniper rifles got.
I'm a 44 in MLG on Halo 3 ranked. Fuck with me. Like, and I shouldn't be playing. I'm 10 years out of the range of kids that are that rank. Like anybody my age is like, let's play zombies. I'm like, no, I need to grind.
Mhm. I need to get sweaty as fuck and
Yeah, dude.
rage.
And scream at my parents for telling me to eat dinner.
Mhm. I don't have a stomach, Mom.
Yeah, do you see me? I look like I just got out of camp.
Do you want me to have A's and B's, or do you want me to eat dinner? It's one or the other, Mom.
It really was. I didn't eat lunch all of 7th grade.
Damn.
All of 7th grade, I think I only ate. I might have broke it once, but I didn't eat lunch once. It
And,
was like
and by
7th
eat
and
lunch, you
8th.
mean you got some butter crunch cookies?
No,
That's it.
No, nothing. Nothing all day besides water.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I remember those days when I was on Vyvanse, and then you run out of weed. Now you're just scraping all the resin out of your bowl and smoking that.
That would happen to me in college. I would take a lot of Vyvanse to do like any type of long assignment or whatever, and then I would tweak the fuck out, and I would be like, I would smoke some cigarettes, but I would be like, I need weed. But I
Mhm.
didn't have a good bong, or they would break, and I would be like, if I roll a spliff, I'll just smoke that, and then like I won't smoke again for 2 hours. No, it's not how it
Terrible
works.
logic.
I get
That's
halfway.
like Coke logic.
I get halfway through. I mean, Adderall, Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, and I was also doing so much Coke at that time, so I was My brain was fully in Coke Logic at most of the time.
You were like Lucy, that movie with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
You were fucking
Yeah, dude.
seeing through the dimensions and shit. Coke and Adderall is. I can't imagine how jacked up you were, dude.
Bro, last finals I ever had, I was so behind on actually being a student. There was one finals. First finals was the worst because I broke my laptop the first day. Or, like, the second day. I had just finished writing, like, 2 papers for my English class. My joke, when I say I had to write a paper about Adderall, that's actually... I don't say this in the joke. It could be funny, but I just don't care about telling the story.
Look at Matt's ass crack.
Huh?
See Matt's ass crack. Look at Matt's ass crack. Look.
Ooh.
That thing big. It do look like Vermont does. Dude, that's one of his bits.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you break your laptop? Where you just fucking...
Spilled a full glass of water on it.
Oh.
And I didn't have anything on the cloud yet. Wasn't hip to it. It was 2016.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in it. I was like, that shit's going to turn you gay. I was down in South Carolina.
Original 5G.
You could scream things like that. No.
Yeah.
I love saying terrible things and being like, no, but where I was.
Wait, did you graduate college?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. You got a bachelor's?
Yeah, bachelor's and a minor in philosophy.
What was your bachelor's then?
Sport and entertainment management.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it hilarious how I'm terrible at managing my own career?
I don't think you're that bad at it.
Well,
I'm not gonna let you shit on you managing your career. You're doing all right so far.
But I could be for having a degree.
I mean, what does that really mean?
I know. I didn't go to class.
Yeah.
I was on Xanax the whole time, basically.
Yeah.
Besides my last year of college, I was on Xanax the whole time I was at South Carolina.
This is how dumb I was in college. You had to take like a economics course, right? So you take like one economics course and that's it. And then it's like, but then it's like, sorry, I got military time on
Oh,
this
dude,
bitch.
we're good.
So like, you only have to take one economics course, but I was like, all right, well, since I'm like going for an accounting degree, I'll take another economics course. And I took macroeconomics and I failed it. And instead of just being like, all right, well, I just won't take that again, I was like, no, I have to nail this. And I took it 2 more times and failed it 2 more times. And
It's a cunt.
And then I was like, oh, I'm done with college. Dude.
Yeah.
This is dumb. I can't get this one thing down, dude.
It's funny. Some of my classes in community college were actually harder than my classes at South Carolina.
Huh.
You pay to get a degree.
Right.
You don't, like, for some degrees, like, there's degrees where, like, they're hard. Anything that actually involves math is a degree that people earn.
Right.
Anything with a science, accounting shit is a cunt. Even though there's computers and shit, like, just having all that.
It's so fucking, it's so tedious.
Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall Street, all mustardy, above the shoulder shit. Frequencies in your head all day. Like, no, dude, terrible.
Yeah.
All that shit. Like, all that, that's actually going to school. But, like, anything that has to do with words is a fucking lie. Because I minored in philosophy. And I took a couple of the classes seriously, but then my last semester, I had started comedy, and I was just fucking off.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, my last year. And some of the papers I wrote for those classes were just horse shit. They weren't like I just didn't actually read the shit, but I would read through it and like get what I said my interpretation was.
Mm-hmm.
You can leave out other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's philosophy. It's your interpretation.
Yeah, you can cliff notes that shit.
Well, you're writing your perception of the work. So as long as you have an understanding, you don't actually have to read everything.
Right.
You just have to get an idea, and then you can write based off of that. And that's so fucking easy. If you just smoke a lot of weed and take Adderall, you're like, oh, I have a million ideas about this.
Yeah, and even if you just like fixate on one part of it, it's like, well, I mean, he really gave a fuck about that one part.
Yeah, you really, you built 5 arguments about this one part and how it's invalid related to this and this and this and this and this. It's like, okay, kid wrote a full fucking paper.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to love writing papers, though. Like in high school and all that stuff.
It's
It was
not that bad.
the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
There was like I had, so I had failed English 11 when I was a junior, and I had to retake it, and we had to write these papers. This was like when I failed it, we had to write these papers about like what you wanted to be when you grew up or whatever the fuck, or like I forget what it was. And so the first one I wrote it about how I wanted to be a trap star. And just, like, wrote about, like, Gucci Mane and, like, all these other, like, just anybody that raps about selling drugs. I was just writing, I'm, like, quoting their lyrics and being like, this is inspirational to me.
Yeah.
And I think one day I can do this. And then my teacher, I wrote the whole thing, and she didn't understand what a trap star was. And then somebody was like, "That he's talking about selling drugs." So she made me rewrite it. And I was like, all right, if you, like, you liked it at first, and then you found out it was about selling drugs, and you didn't like it anymore. So then I wrote, it was like right after my grandma died. So then I wrote a thing about my grandma and just being like, I want to be like my grandma. And just like this, and like some of the girls were crying, the teacher was crying. And then and it's like, I'm still failing this class anyway. You know? So I was like, I'm like, all right, I fucked around. I got my laughs. And now I'm going to make you guys cry. And then I'm going to come back next year and take the class over again. And get to write the whole same thing over again. Yeah. But like that, like getting to just like, rack your brain to just try to put like a philosophy thing would be tight.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I took it because when I was in community college, my English teacher was also a philosophy teacher. He was just teaching the 101 English. And what he did was he made us read the Apology, Allegory of a Cave. The Apology is when Socrates was put to death.
Okay.
For just asking too many questions.
Is that what happened to him?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then they're like, dude, you don't have to, like, accept being put to death if you just admit that you were an asshole. And he's like, nah, you guys are gay. Like, it's the most dude, it's it's 40 pages of him just explaining why everyone in the government sucks and why everyone in society sucks. And then they're like, you still don't have to die. We still won't kill you. And he's like, nah, I'm drinking the death juice. And just downs it.
Was he the guy that before he died, he was like, the one thing I know is that I know nothing?
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great move.
Yeah. So because everybody's like, I know this. And he was like, guess what? Only thing I know is that I know nothing. Peace.
You're all bullshitters. I was bullshitting the whole time.
Yeah. The only thing that I know is that I'm actually not bullshitting. What? Fuck. Like.
Damn it. Somebody get the little boys back in here.
Yeah.
We got some fucking to do.
Come up with ideas.
Yeah.
But then you read some other quotes that he had, and he said, Socrates said some shit.
He said the N-word? Socrates didn't like Mexicans?
Look, I understand, like, mixing cultures, but you got to have a strong border.
Yeah. We can't just let everyone in here.
Socrates, year 38. Fucking these goddamn Sicilians coming over on their boats.
These goddamn Moors ruining the economy.
Fucking, so he would just teach us, and he taught us how to write, like, philosophy level arguments.
Okay.
Like English level arguments pass at a lower level. Philosophy level arguments have to be like ironclad. You can't fuck up.
Yeah,
Nothing can be wrong.
No fallacies.
No fallacies. No fat.
Yeah.
There can't be statements in there just to like fluff up and add word count. It's like that. You're saying this to do nothing.
Right.
Only say things that mean something. Like if you're 10 words short, maybe you need more points. Like or something like that. And but every day in class, we would just sit in a circle, and we would just have dialectical conversations where you literally, everyone just asks questions. If someone says something, you go, but why do you think that? Because I think this, and that makes me think that. So why would you think that, and what does what I said make you think? Huh. And then people reply, and then someone else replies. And I was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, that sounds awesome to be high and do that.
Me and this guy that had just got out of the Navy, 84-year-old black dude. Owen, what's up?
A black guy named Owen?
Yeah.
Wow.
The man. He was telling me stories about, like, being overseas.
Sucking these guys' dicks.
Nah, dude, he said the realest shit ever. He said the best 5 minutes of being in the Navy is waking up before everyone, going out onto the deck of the aircraft carrier and smoking a cig at 5 in the morning. Before the sun rises above the water, right as it's peeking above. He says that's the best.
That's probably
He says that kind of makes the whole day worth it.
And you just flick your fog off the top deck
into the fucking Red
fuck
Sea.
Yeah.
Just
that would be That would be sick.
Yeah, no, he told me stories of like getting drunk in Dubai, buying a bunch of jewelry, and like getting bar dropped. Like someone gave him Xanax in a club in Dubai, and then him like barely making it back to the fucking.
That's like OG Xanax too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like way back.
When you can still get medical ecstasy.
In Dubai,
Yeah.
like, well, the guy was 26. So he went in the Navy right at 18, did his 5 years, and then was getting free college after.
Oh, okay, wait. I thought you said he was 84.
No, 24.
Oh, okay.
24, 26, something like that, some shit
Oh,
like that.
okay. I thought we were talking about just some old man that was
No,
doing
no,
like Xanax in the
Fucking
70s.
in Vietnam.
Yeah.
No, Vietnam
Yeah.
is like. No, this guy was like 26.
Oh, okay.
Cool as shit.
I don't know why I thought you said 84 for
No.
some reason. I'm just thinking of like an old, like the guy from.
Thinking I'm getting high with Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, exactly.
And Matt Pennington never did return to Anne Arundel Community College.
Oh, go Pioneers, bro.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. He but we would go before class, smoke like a 2 gram backwood. He showed me Jimi Hendrix, the Isle of Wight concert. Yeah. You ever listen to that?
I don't think so.
Isle of Wight festival is in like 72. It was one of the last festivals he performed at before he died. It was a wild festival. It was crazy. Isle of Wight is off of the UK somewhere.
Okay.
And his set went like 2 hours, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, some crazy shit. It was so wild. People caused so much mayhem. He went so fucking hard. They shut the festival down for 50 years. They're like, no,
Damn.
we're never having this. They trashed the place. If you
Damn.
listen to some of the solos he hit, dude, he hit a 20-minute all along the Watchtower.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, come on, Kwame.
Come on through, Kwame.
Yeah, say hi.
I was just checking to see what the hubbub was up.
How could you tell there was hubbub with it? We have wired headphones. It's the first person I've seen in a long time.
Man, I lost a lot of good AirPods.
You should get some
and I'm very
Raycons, bro.
broke.
You gotta get Raycons.
Some Raycons?
Yeah,
Are they
Raycons
as
rule.
indestructible as his glasses?
Dude, they rule. They honestly rule. I put mine through the
It's
washer
like,
3 times.
Kwame's asking for AirPods like Ukrainians. Like, we lost too many good AirPods.
That's my struggle.
Oh my god, he just fucking smashed him in the mouth with the mic, dude.
Yeah, Kwame, just like Zelensky, used to play the piano with his dick.
Is that what Zelensky did?
Yeah, dude, you could find some like OG 2007. Back when Will Ferrell was on SNL, Zelensky was playing the piano with his cock.
Like on TV? Or
Yeah.
just, wow. I had a friend that did that. That always impressed me. Dick big enough to play a fucking chord on the piano.
Or
Crazy.
just like make a thud.
Yeah, to even press the key down with your dick is
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's some good PSI.
Yeah.
I could never.
No.
I could maybe. I'm trying to think of instruments I could play with my dick. Like maybe. What's that like creepy piano thing where it's got like typewriter buttons?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I know
talking
what you're
about? A harpsichord. I could maybe play a harpsichord or a xylophone. Thank you, Matt. With my penis.
Hurley.
Yeah, triple Matt action.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Harpsichord with the dick.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about a guitar for 2 seconds, then realized they're wrapped in copper wire.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely strummed my dick on a guitar before when I was mad at my brother. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna.
How much did that bite you in the ass?
It hurt really bad.
Yeah.
I got a little cut under the helmet, which like took a while to go away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wasn't fucking. I just couldn't jerk off.
Yeah. Dude, a cut under the helmet.
No more Gianna Michaels for me.
Who's that? Full
do
circle.
you know who that is?
No.
Oh, she's the goat of like white trash porn ladies, giant titties. There's a comic that we know that had sex with her. He paid to have sex with a bunch of porn stars. She's one of them. And when he told me
Is
that,
he a lady that might bring a certain lady?
what?
Is he a lady that brings a lady to open for him, and it's always very annoying?
No.
Okay.
He's a local guy
Oh.
that nobody's ever opened for him anywhere. I don't think he's ever done anything where somebody could open for him.
Okay, because I think you know who I was talking about from saying opening and opening twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not him. Cool.
No. I mean, he probably did too.
Yeah, I was because
Somebody.
But I was like, he told you that? That's
Yeah.
wild.
No,
Just
no,
to be
no.
openly be like, yeah.
No, and if
So after this, I want to make a specific joke, but it's not. I don't want to do that.
When I was selling weed, this guy that I'm talking about, he was like, look, this porn star I know, she's in town, she's dancing at Fantasies, she needs weed. She hit me up, asked me if I could find her some. I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, her name's Veronica Rodriguez. When you get there, like, don't say anything about her being a porn star or a stripper or anything. Just deliver the weed.
Whisper their name behind the mic.
Bill
Dude, I'm not gonna edit this.
Please don't. So I'm like, all right, yeah, what I got you. My lips are sealed, right? And then I go and meet her at the La Quinta Inn in Glen Burnie, like right by the MVA. And I go into her room. She lets me in, and immediately she's like, "Do you know who I am?" And I was like, "Nah." And she was like, "I'm a porn star. I'm in town dancing at I was like, "Oh, I had no idea." And then she gave me a bunch of DVDs of her, right? And then she was like, "You should come to Fantasies and like party with me and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, I have a girlfriend and I probably shouldn't." She goes, "She can come too." And I was like, "Yeah, you know that sounds like a really good idea." And then I had to like do the thing where I went to my girlfriend and was like, "Yeah, I sold weed to that porn star. She like wants us to come and like party with her." But
Yeah.
why would we want to do
Wouldn't
that?
it be crazy like if we both grabbed her pussy?
Yeah,
Like
it's
what?
like-
Who would want to do that?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, that is dumb. What do you actually want to do that? I'm like, no, dude, I'm telling you, like, how stupid
Babe,
is
I've never
like, I
thought
would-
about how hot it would be if we fucked a girl together.
she?
Why would I ever think about how hot it would be to watch you finger a chick?
Yeah, or to, dude.
Yeah, you know, we don't have to get into all the specifics that we've definitely never thought about.
Just behind a lady, mashing her face into your pussy, whatever you want to talk
Yeah.
about, whatever,
Somebody's on your dick, the other one's on your face, and it's
Yeah.
like it's a
Yeah.
there's a
Somebody's gonna kill me with their butt cheek. I don't know. Dude.
yeah
But then
right.
I looked her up, right, and
AIDS.
Pornhub. I don't know where she is now. I can't find her anymore. But
Ooh.
yeah, she was like a little tiny.
Maybe
Mexican
somebody
girl.
does slay poon.
Yeah, dude, Justin Slayer got her, dude. But I was looking her up. She got highest for Pornhub, like ranks porn stars.
Mhm.
So she got up to the highest she was like 17 on Pornhub. And then I was watching her videos, and it was all
barely
just like
legal.
it was barely legal squirt porn. So it was all like creepy old dudes making her squirt. And then I was like, that explains why this man has sent me here. But she also bought, she bought 4 ounces of weed in 2 days. Like I went to her 4 separate times to sell her an ounce.
She probably gets guys high.
Either that or she's doing so much fucking blow that it's like, you just gotta keep. I don't know if you've ever been that far on cocaine where it's like you don't feel anything else.
Yeah. So, but that's a level of blow where like weed isn't that fun anymore. Weed kind of only adds like schizo vibes to your coke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which like some people are looking for, but I would not expect a woman that's getting like showing her tits to want to be like schizo zoned out.
Yeah, there's probably other stuff in there too. A little Xanax, a little.
If there's other drugs, then the weed makes sense. If she was like just a cokehead, then I would be like, that's a lot of weed. But if it's like a Xan too, then like she's smoking like 3 blunts to get ready in the morning, and to like fiend off the hangover, like wake up off the Xanax.
Yeah, I mean I can't tell
Pop
you.
a perk, like
Can't tell you how many schizo nights I've had all alone in my apartment.
yeah.
Otis starts freaking out. I'm like, you gotta chill, dude. What is it? Something's out there. I know it. And I'm just staring out the blinds, looking into a bush, because it's like, that's like my windows don't get, like they go straight into a bush. Like you can't see anything when you look out my windows.
Dude, oh yeah, sir. Back to what
Oh yeah.
my last finals that I ever actually had to do. It was like I was just not up. I was fucking slacking, and I was popping Adderall, microdosing acid, and doing coke.
Dude, taking a test on coke would.
Taking a test on acid.
I mean, taking a test on acid kind of seems fun to me a little bit.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah, but on coke, just because like after like 20 minutes, the come down starts, and I start getting real.
I left the room to take
Yeah.
a Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was doing a philosophy paper. It was like a philosophy test, and I had to write like really long. I had to write like 4 pages for. There's like 3 prompts, and I had to pick 2 out of the 3 and write 4 pages for each of them within like 3 hours. Some crazy shit like that.
Fucking nose starts running. I'm getting angry.
I actually had pretty good Coke.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't think I've ever had good Coke either. I don't know.
Dude, you give me a couple months to get back on my bullshit here. I'm about to be out in the wild.
Yeah. Once it's the boy house.
Yeah, dude. Once all the fucking retards are in a row.
Mm-hmm. I got all my retarded ducks in a row.
Yeah, dude.
Can't keep them in the row. They keep going all zigzag and shit.
Yeah, dude. Their fucking bills are green and their heads are yellow, but somehow they still quack.
Yeah.
But dude, fucking like the zone out of like Coke trembles and Adderall and acid microdose, staring at a fully white piece of paper but seeing rainbow.
Oh. All the letters are different colors and
one of the biggest
font sizes changing.
Yeah, one of the biggest schizo nights I had was definitely off of acid. I took acid and mushrooms at the same time. It was during COVID. It was right after George Floyd. I was working at this restaurant. It's the fucking speakers or some shit. And they burnt down a precinct right next to the restaurant.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I was like, the next day, everything's shut down because, like, riot status.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm just going to fucking drop acid and go to the river. Like, and I also took a gram of mushrooms. I timed it out perfectly. Everything was going great. I fucking walked out onto all these rocks. I do all this shit. Have a speaker set up. I'm listening to the fucking Doors. And then I get a call from my dad midway through the joint. I finally spark up the joint that I get out there. I'm like 4.5 hours in. I'm fully peaking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, joint time. Let's get as high as we can. And my dad calls me and he goes, I got a weird email about tuition. That was like right after I graduated. And for 2 seconds, I was like, did I just fail college in my head?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like out in the woods, like, I'll talk to you about it later. Because every other time, I would just take the call from my parents, and it would usually go completely fine.
Right.
Because it's usually like a, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, no, just hanging out. Like, I'll talk to you later. And they're like, cool. And then that always is better than, like, what did they want to talk to me about?
Yeah.
But then
that'll send you through a fucking spiral, dude.
Cartoon world for like 10 seconds, and then I went fucking held tight.
Choke it down.
Yeah. And then I just sat there for like an hour, and I could hear everything happening everywhere. There was like a bunch of families that ended up coming down at that point. I could hear all their different conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And the tension got broke when this one dad came down, and he
perfect to start playing the music to this.
Fuck yeah, dude. It broke the tension. This was my 3 Little Birds. or jamming.
You were jamming on those rocks.
And this guy comes down like a grown-up Huckleberry Finn. No shirt, rolled up jeans. His little like white trash kids are following him. He's like, hey, you guys ready? Like, he's got no shoes on, just walking through the river. He's like, yeah, I've been coming down this little river since I was your age, buddy. You like it down here? And I was like, oh my God, this is the cutest, coolest thing ever. Yeah. Fucking white trash down at the water. Let's go. And that broke me. But that whole night, I was like, I like slept with a bat. Like, I thought there was going to be a race war.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Because it was 2 days after I watched people like.
This was in South Carolina?
Yeah, I watched people roll up. I watched a group of Crips get out of a car right in front of my restaurant. I had a British manager. This is one of the funniest things. He kept making us serve tables while a riot was amassing a block down the street. And we're still like, you want free bread?
You got to do what you got to do, dude.
And he's British, and then he's standing outside, and he's looking down the street like this. What time is it?
7:25.
Okay, we'll end on this.
Okay.
And I'm looking. We'll end in a second here.
Okay.
They started the music and shit, so.
Yeah. They don't want us to fucking thrive back here.
Yeah, I know, dude.
They hating on
They
us.
got to cut off the greatness.
They hating on the
They
mat.
caught 2 boys from Broadneck, and they're like, we're ending in 2 seconds here.
The Bruins are in the fucking cage.
2 minutes, I got
Fuck
you.
yeah.
Hell yeah. We just got the light.
Yeah, dude. Also, shrooms and acid is like a weirdly electric combination.
I felt everything. I was
Yeah.
like, because I got like all of like the electricity in the air and like the electricity from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of the abstract shit and all of like the spiritual, I'm in touch with the trees shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You hit every dimension when you're on that shit, dude.
Yeah. But I was staying in there and he's still telling us to wait tables. And I'm like, can I just leave? I was like, I don't care what you guys think about my safety and liability. I was like, if I get in my car, I will be safer than whatever the fuck is happening here.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not trying to join. Like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I have a car. I know they're about to throw bricks.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm not retarded.
Actually, I have a bunch of bricks in my trunk.
Yeah, right. I've been sent by the CIA. I put the pallets in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And my British manager's standing outside looking down the street. And I look past him. I'm standing inside. And there's a car. 4 Crips get out. And they fucking stuff like shotguns and Uzis into their pants. And I knock on the window and I just tap through and I go, look at that. And he looks over and he's like, oh. His little British face.
Bloody
he goes,
hell.
hey, I think we should start wrapping up service now. Yeah, motherfucker. Like,
Damn.
maybe when we saw a cop car on fire down the street, it was about time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn,
I hate
dude.
to go Tim Dillon, but like, maybe we should wrap it up. Maybe it's time to tune it down, America.
Yeah.
But
Okay, speaking of wrap it up.
no condom on this episode. We went raw. No,
Yeah.
ended like Mark Norman.
Oh, was that? I don't know.
No, that was just half a. That's a. Whenever I do bad wordplay, I do half a mark
Oh, okay.
and see if anybody will notice.
I didn't.
No condom on this play. We went raw.
I see it.
Yeah, I didn't do his voice, but I did his point and
Yeah.
his pacing.
Going wrong.
Yeah, going raw.
Fuck yeah.
What's something you would say that to?
What, going raw?
Yeah,
I don't know. Oysters, maybe.
yeah.
I'm not good at wordplay, bro.
You're not.
Nah, not really.
Dude.
I gotta be in the mood for it. Weed will make me do it, but one Miller Lite, I'm not gonna be doing wordplay.
Me and my friends used to do like we would get high and just like accidentally do improv. We would do characters and riff
Okay.
and just like it would just be retarded. It was fun.
Yeah.
We would do dumbass shit. But hell yeah, guys.
Thanks for having me, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, for having me, and fucking words. Thank you for coming on the slow roll, you guys. It's been me and Matt Brown. His Instagram is Matt B Comedy. Follow me wherever you find me. You'll follow him wherever you follow him.
Yeah, find me.
He's funny.
Follow
Find
me.
him. It's
Follow
cool.
me.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great one.